Yo, what up? This your boy T-Dub. What's blazing the sports, guys? We are here live. Well, there it is, guys. There it is. Looks like we are not going to see Luis Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder, guys. WBC ruled that Ortiz is out. Looks like we're going to get the rematch between Stiverne and Wilder. Let's start out by giving a shout out to all my people that help support our Red Sox fan, Cyberbox, Pro Boxing, Mostly Boxing. But guys, this is I don't know. I actually thought that they still was going to make this fight happen because a lot of times when someone get caught or accused of taking something or substance that can cover up something, I believe the whole thing was they said Luis Ortiz was taking something that was supposed to be for some kind of heart medicine or whatever, but I guess that was also used to disguise people that's taking steroids. So I don't know if they really confirmed actual steroids, but since he did not disclose that he was taking this type of medication, when they have a form that they must fill out to let them know what they are taking, this was not put in. And the reason I thought that it still could have happened because Deontay Wilder, pissed off as he sounded, he went live, guys, and he was very upset talking about, people trying to get the edge on me. I just want a fair shake. I just want a fair shake. People taking these, steroids and whatever else, I'm paraphrasing, guys, but, and he was heated. But the thing was, he was still like, he was going to still fight Luis, and now he's fighting, Stiverne that he already fought, and I'm not sure if he's still going to get the step aside money because what it looks like, Bermane Stiverne was still going to fight on the undercard of Wilder versus Ortiz. So not only did he have to pay him step aside money, which I'm hearing right now was around or a little over $500,000, and he was still going to fight on the card, which means he was going to be seen, and he's going to get whatever he's going to get for fighting. I can't remember who he's going to fight. Dominic, yeah, and so now instead of paying him more step aside money to fight somebody else, which we don't even know how it's going to happen. Now looks like he's going to do the rematch. They're not going to move the dates. We're going to get Wilder versus Stiverne too. What do you guys even think about that? Is it something you want to see? Do you think Stiverne can do a better job than he did the first time to get the win? I think Stiverne caught a lot of really good shots. He did last 12 rounds. I remember being a couple of times it was a little shaky, but I do remember that the top of his head, his forehead, and it was swollen to the max. I think he had to go to the hospital, after that. If that's the case this time, man, I don't know. But, Stiverne wanted this fight. I think he even got a lawyer first to try to get them to fight him. He is the mandatory. And it's crazy that a guy that since fighting Deontay Wilder the first time only fought once in the last 18, 19, 20 months. One time, and he's the mandatory to fight Wilder again. I think a lot of people are saying because of the, Povetkin, got caught dirty and you got these people that's not being as clean as they could. But guys, think about this heavyweight layout. Think about this. All right. We had all these fights that was going to happen, pretty close to each other. We would have had Wilder versus Ortiz, David Haye versus Tony Bellew, Anthony Joshua versus, I believe it's Pulev. We had all this going down. And imagine, just, the winner, obviously Anthony Joshua won, and then Wilder would have beat, Luis, which, it would have meant more for boxing if Wilder beats, Luis Ortiz instead of beating Stiverne again, because Stiverne is coming, he hasn't been really as active. I know he wanted to fight, but he hasn't really been active, once in the last, 2 years so far. And I think a lot of people wanted to see Wilder against Luis Ortiz. I did as well. I thought that, it would have been a fight that I would have favored Wilder, but Luis Ortiz had that power factor, and I like the way that he goes to the body. And a lot of people don't expose Wilder, or I wouldn't say expose, but they don't target his body as much as they should. When you got a man that tall in there, you should definitely, I would probably go to the body the first 4 or 5 rounds before really targeting the head, before opening the head up. But, but that's just me, guys. But as you see, Stiverne versus Wilder. I put a thumbnail up of Wilder cheesing, but guys, he's not happy. And the thing is, Wilder has been getting a bit of a rough rub. Basically, people say he's ducking people. He's not going to fight people. And the thing is, with Povetkin, even though Wilder had the belt, I believe he was going to go over to his country and fight him to defend his belt in somebody else's country. And I believe that they said Povetkin failed 2 drug tests, which ultimately ended any chance of the fight. And now we got Luis Ortiz supposed to be taking something that can mask other things. And Wilder is extremely pissed off. He's talking like this is some fucked up shit. Be fair, fight me on the even playing field. Where we heard that before, guys? Oh, when Floyd Mayweather was saying it about Manny Pacquiao. But it's crazy because I still thought it was a little chance because Wilder was like, I still fight him. I still fight him. But you know what? The WBC was probably like, if we let this slide, will that give other fighters the opportunity to say, hey, you let that slide, let this slide? So I do understand their ruling, and I do respect their ruling. But unfortunately for a lot of people, they're not going to get to see that matchup. I was looking forward to it. 2017 been a heck of a year. The Stiverne fight still should be good. I would favor Wilder. We already seen it. There's not going to be a whole lot much more difference than what we've seen the first time. I don't believe. Because Stiverne just haven't been as active. This is a plus for Stiverne. He gets a rematch against somebody who beat him. And, hopefully he makes us, not regret the fight not happening, but makes us think like, wow, I'm glad this fight happened. Look at the fight. Look what he's putting up, he holds, Stiverne really holds his victory keys and how the fight goes in his own hand. Each fighter does. Wilder going to do what he's going to try to do, but Stiverne, he should have learned. He faced him. What he does. Now, this, honestly, you have no excuses. A lot of time when you first face somebody, you don't know what they're going to bring to the table. You have no idea what they're going to bring to the table. And then once you see it in real life for the first time, you're like, oh, shit, he really is either that fast or he that strong. Now you felt it. Now you dealt with it. 12 rounds just went by. You thought about it. You said you wanted this fight. You campaigned. I heard you got the lawyer, the same lawyer as Andre Ward. And I guess he didn't want to help you get the deal to get the nice step aside money and be on the court. Even though Stiverne wasn't fighting Wilder, he got a pretty nice settlements package. Give me this step aside money. That's a bonus. Put me on the same court, which would have been nice if they would have fought after that, because it would have been, Luis Ortiz and Wilder would have been the main event. And then you would have saw Stiverne. If he'd have looked really good against Dominic, and won, he would have made a really good case that I'm not only mandatory, but I should deserve this fight. But we didn't get that, But now I'm not sure how the Stiverne fight, who his opponent is going to fight now. But Stiverne's elevated back to the main person in the fight, the headline, the main event versus Deontay Wilder, seeking revenge. And we got the Anthony Joshua fight. I favor Anthony Joshua to win that, probably by within 8 rounds, knockout stoppage. David Haye versus Tony Bellew. That's a rematch. I'm telling you one thing right now. I'm gonna do a video on this too. The first time I thought David Haye, because of his size and his skills, I thought he was going to be a little too much for Tony. And even though he tore his Achilles in the first fight. I think Tony was handling himself very well up until that point. Very well. And I expect nothing less. And the thing is, right now, he's going to have more confidence because of how he was handling himself before that happened. And he beat David Haye. David Haye really is the one that got things to prove. But guys, that's a whole new video. If you want me to talk about it, leave something in the description, comment below. You always know. You can let me know. But let's check something real quick, guys. Yo, what up? We got L Valentine and also Bob. Says, oh no, just coming in. Recap. What the fuck? All right, let's get this recap in, man. Basically, Luis Ortiz got found taking some type of medication that has been used to disguise people taking some type of steroid or some type of enhancement. I think it may have been, I don't remember, it might be some kind of heart medicine or something. But the thing is, before you get to that point, they ask you, are you on anything? You got to fill it out. You can just say no, or you put what you want, what kind of medication. From my understanding, he didn't put anything there. So when they found that in his system, Deontay Wilder was pissed. He went live several times talking that cash money shit. And I'm not talking about Bermane and Lil Wayne either. But he still said he would fight him. But WBC, they looked at it. They took it out of Wilder's hands. They took it out of Ortiz's hands. And they say, you know what? Nah, we're going to scratch that. Since Stiverne is a mandatory, he's going to be elevated to fight in that spot. But guys, this is your boy T-Dub. Just want to give you the 1-2 on what's going on. You know I keep what's blazing in sports. Here, we are here live. Don't forget to subscribe. Do not leave this chat room without hitting the like button. Do not treat me like you're going to a peep show. Put a quarter in, watch me dance, and then get out. Hit the damn like button, damn it! Subscribe!